Hey y'all, welcome back to another vlog. I'm glad you could make it. If you're new, I'm Chanina. Hey girl, hey. It is Saturday afternoon, so I am in the house. It's been a gloomy, wet day today, so I'm glad to be out of the rain. For those that are new, I do Uber Eats full time. So today I just did a regular shift, y'all. I didn't slave myself on that app today. There's a 12-hour driving time on the app, and I did not use up my 12 hours today. Yeah, I want to feel like I had a regular Saturday, you know what I'm saying? So anyways, I still had to make that coin though. But hey y'all, man, I ran into this guy today. He had a truck full of flowers. Y'all, it was the same scenario as when I got those peppers. Me and Olivia were going to this barbecue place to pick up an order, and he was out in the parking lot and he was like, "Hey, y'all want some free flowers?" And I was like, because I was looking at the flowers and I was like, oh, they about to die. That's what I was thinking in my head. And I'm not good with flowers, girl. They're pretty, but I can't keep them alive long, okay? But I was gonna pass them up, but Olivia said she wanted some, so she picked her out some flowers, and she wanted me to have some, so she picked me out some flowers. So I've got two vases. She wants to put her flowers in her room, which I think is cute, y'all. That's my boo. Anyways, and then my flowers are going to go in the dining room. They're going to replace those fake flowers that I have in there. I've been looking at the flowers at Dollar Tree, and I haven't really been seeing anything that I wanted to replace them with because we're going into fall. But I'm going to check around at a few more Dollar Trees to see if I get some inspo for some fall decor or something, girl. I also need to stop saying But yeah, so that was that. So we got some free flowers. They're cute too. I'm pretty sure once I put them in water and put the little flower food in the vase, they'll probably, bloom back up, sprout back out. What's the word? What am I trying to say? Come back alive? I don't know. Anyways, I did make another stop today too at Walmart. We needed bottled water, so I went and got a 40 case. I'm glad I went when I did because I noticed when I got there, a lot of people was walking out with water, girl. They must have just stocked up or something, and people was just in the right place at the right time, because by the time I got to the water, there were only 3 cases left. I only wanted to get one though, so I only got one. And while I was in there, I went ahead and got some French bread because I want to make myself, it's free for all dinner tonight, so I want to make myself some French bread pizza. I haven't had that in a long time. So I got a couple of things that I felt like I needed. Of course, the French bread, and then I got some pizza sauce because I have a half a jar of marinara sauce or pasta sauce in the refrigerator, but I don't know how long it's been in there, and I didn't want to take no chances. I didn't use it the last time I made pasta. I know that for a fact, so I don't know how long that jar has been in there, and it's possible that it has mold growing in it. I need to clean out my refrigerator, note to self. But I didn't want to take any chances because I have my mouth set on this, and I already have all of the things that I want to put on top of it for toppings. So I'm pretty excited about that. But yeah, the main reason we went in Walmart wasn't for that stuff. That was just, I was just getting that while I was in there because I did not want to go in Kroger today. I feel like I'm in Kroger so much. I feel like I need like a lifetime membership or something, like a every time I shop, I get $5 off my purchase, $10 off my purchase, because I am a regular at Kroger, okay? And I didn't want to see them people today, okay? So while we was in Walmart, I was in there getting Olivia something to eat. She was hungry, so we were on a budget. Didn't want to hit nobody's drive-through. So we went in there and got some salads. And while we were in there, that's when I did get the water and all the other stuff. So yeah, today was a good day. Gosh, we've been getting so much rain lately, y'all. Like, I think this is the most it's rained since I've been in Georgia. But anyway, yeah. So I just cleaned up the kitchen from last night. Girl, we had the oddest dinner. Hot wings and chicken quesadillas. So, and I didn't feel like cleaning up the mess, so I left it. So I cleaned that up just now while I was listening to a video about nail tech scamming or something, girl. I haven't gotten my nails done in a minute, so I don't know what the new scam is with the nails. But yeah, I thought it was pretty interesting though. Olivia still has her nails. She did put on her press on, and they've been holding up pretty okay. She says two of them came off yesterday, but she was able to glue them back on. But they're so cute. Girl, I'm so glad, not glad, but I think it's cute that she's getting more and more into like her self, like just figuring out things that she likes. She's been wearing her hair out, y'all, voluntarily. Okay, I mean, when I say wearing it out, I mean like just in its natural state. It's blown out, but you know, it's slowly shrinking from the humidity. But she wanted to wear her hair like that. I've been trying to get her to get away from that ponytail forever, because she keeps telling me how much she wants her hair to grow, and I'm like, girl, well, your hair ain't gonna grow if you're constantly putting it in a ponytail. What's gonna happen is you're gonna be out without your edges, and the longest part of your piece of your hair is gonna be right here in the middle, because she wears high ponytails. So y'all, it's so interesting just watching her grow up. Like, man, like just like yesterday, I can remember just like it was yesterday, just how tiny she was, and now she's a few years from being an adult. Can you believe it? I enjoy watching her grow into herself, girl. I really do. Not my proudest flower bouquet moment, but this is what I had to work with, and I'm still grateful they were free. Okay. Hopefully the plant food or the flower food will bring them somewhat back to life. We'll see. But I tried to do a little something at first, but then I was like, oh, it's just not working. I was trying to do the roses with these, but then they would have only left this one purple one and these two yellow ones, because all of the flower tops were detached from their stems when I pulled them out the plastic. And then we've got these two right here that are just dangling. So, well, maybe I could let me just go ahead and put, because I want her flower. This is going to go in her room, so I want it to look fuller. So what if I just stick this down in there like that? All right. I've got to shift them because I feel like maybe there's too much on this side. Let's do... Okay, maybe not. Let me not mess it up. So we'll just stick that down like that. Then I've got this one. So we'll just leave that like that. But yeah, like I said, hopefully they'll start to bloom a little bit. These are closed. These are like mini roses. I'm sure they were very, very pretty before they started to wilt, or whatever the word is. Anyways, we're gonna make it do what it do though. My plant's still alive. She's got a few dead leaves on her, so we'll go ahead and pick those out while I'm standing here. The soil is still moist from when I watered it. I watered it almost, I would say, has it been a week? There are times where I feel like I overwater, and this could be the sign telling me that I'm overwater. Oh no, that's the one that's broken. But yeah, there are times where these roll up, but then they unroll. I try to keep it in sunlight. It's a weird position how I got this table. Well, it's a weird place where this table is a little bit because of this beam right here. So sometimes I scoot it over and then I rotate it so that all of the flowers can get sunlight. It doesn't really get a whole lot of sunlight on this end, but it gets a lot on this end. But right now the sun isn't really out, but it's still, you know, it's still getting a little bit of love. Let me rotate it this way. I feel like these, maybe I have it on this side the most when the sun is out, because doesn't it kind of look like this side is more, has, you know, more growth to it, and then these are just kind of, so yeah, let's turn it around like that, and then maybe, but yeah, she's still surviving. Hours later, so this is my French bread pizza. It's loaded with pepperoni. I've got some Mexican blend cheese, left over from the chicken quesadilla that we had last night, and some shredded Parmesan cheese left over from the chicken wrap we had almost a week ago. Some olives, some yellow pepper, some red onions, and I think that was, oh, tomatoes. I have some salad tomatoes that I got for free when I bought that bag of when I bought a bag of apples. It's been almost a week now, so I just sliced some of those up to put on there. Got the pizza sauce. I used the Italian seasoning and crushed red peppers. I did saute the vegetables, the pepper, onion, and the tomato up a little bit in avocado oil because I didn't want it to be raw when I bit into it. I knew it wasn't going to take long for the cheese. I had it on 450, but I used a half of the bread. So this was the French bread. I had got it for $1, and I ended up making 2. I know that's a lot, but in all fairness, I haven't eaten anything today. So, oh, I'm lying. I had that little bowl of salad, which wasn't a lot. Killed that real quick. But I'm like really, really hungry. And this is looking really, really good. Excuse me. And you know what? Tomorrow, I might have the same thing.
Mom, you look so weird just holding the camera.
It's okay.
Oh my goodness.
Where are you leaving me? Hey y'all, it's Thursday. We're walking the track. Olivia wants us to do 5 times around, so we're about to be at the first one. As soon as we hit the bathroom, that'll be round 1. Then we got 4 more rounds. She's on like this thing she got going on, girl. She thinks she needs, is that a knot? She thinks she needs to lose weight. I keep telling her she doesn't, but she wanted to walk the track, so I'm gonna support her. She can't hear me. She got on headphones. Okay.
No, they look pretty sweet. They look like sweet boys. Would you have to stop in the car?
Here's Olivia sitting on the bench. She said we've done 5. I feel like we only did 4. She sat down talking about something. The queen did her 5. Girl. So, I just walked another round by myself. This walk actually feels good. It feels different from my normal everyday delivery walk. This is actually bringing my stress levels down because it's been kind of a week. Been kind of a week. That's why I haven't chatted with y'all in a few days. Uh-oh, got kiddo, so let me not. I don't want to record the kiddo. Y'all, this girl trying to kill me. She want me to run up this hill. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Didn't I tell you?
There.
These Crocs are very endurable. You see, I just walked 5 laps and ran up this hill on them.
I see.
Yep, you're always putting on my Crocs.
Alright. So it's a new day. I'm about to get started on one of the projects that I have on my to-do list, which is go through each closet, get rid of things that I don't want anymore, don't need, so that I could donate or trash, and switch closets. So I'm starting with the school supply bin. We're down to just this one bin. I haven't really had to buy school supplies in the past 2 school years. So I've accumulated all this stuff back when Olivia was in middle school, and I had so much of it that it stretched out these past 2 years. So what I'm going to do is take everything out of this bin. The 3 drawer thing that I used to have right there, which housed some other stuff. I found new places for that stuff. And I'm going to bleach it down, clean it out. I went to Walmart earlier on the way home and got some cleaning supplies, trash bags, sponges, this cleaner, some air freshener, and some dish soap. So anyways, I'm going to clean that down, and there's 3 drawers, so I'm just going to separate all of the items into each drawer. Now, as far as the binders, I'm not really sure if I'm going to be able to get those all into one drawer, but we'll see. Good night. Y'all, I've got enough writing utensils to last me the rest of my life. I've got open pens, compass, unsharpened pencils, crayons, lead, more pens, some open, some not. More mechanical pencils, more pencils, more pens, more pencils, some glue, some dry erase markers, more pencils, color pencils, markers. Okay, so this is all trash right here. This glue is open, so it's like, it's not even, it unsolidified, so this is trash. Wow, 20 cents. That's how I ended up getting a lot of this stuff, was when it was being clearanced out because the school year had already started, or from when I was couponing, stuff like that. Got some folders left, a couple of pouches, which are going to be, I think these are going to be donated. I'm going to have to minimize all these writing utensils. I don't need all of this, but I'm going to keep a lot of it, I guess, because her school years aren't over, y'all. She's looking into colleges and stuff, so at least you won't have to worry about buying no pencils or pens. Then we've got some notebooks. I tore out, some of these are brand new, haven't been written in, and then some of them I'm repurposing because maybe only a few sheets were written in, so I just tore them out. Got some composition notebooks here, a bunch of loose leaf notebook paper, some graph paper, poster project stuff, sheet protectors, address labels, business cards, And the list goes on. And that ain't even all of it, y'all. Got some sharpeners here. And this is another box of pens, color pencils, crayons. Now I might just go ahead and donate all of these and just use this bin for something else, because Olivia, she has a whole situation with markers and color pencils and all the things in her room that she uses regularly on like her coloring book or school projects and stuff. She doesn't really dig in the box for these. The most she gets out of this box is mechanical pencils and notebooks. And you know, she hasn't had to use crayons in a minute. She uses markers. But anyway, so I may actually donate these crayons with that too. But yeah, oh my goodness, I did not realize I had all this stuff. All right, so we are done. We've got the project stuff here with the loose leaf paper and the graph paper down here. Got composition notebooks, cover sheets, business cards, labels, a little smaller manila envelopes, and then got all the writing utensils up here. So I went through both of these boxes. So basically all of this is donation. So all that stuff, gonna go ahead and donate that, which leaves an empty bin. And then I've got one box here with like glue guns and random locks, stuff like that. And that left the binders. So the binders are probably just gonna go on the shelf in a neat way so that they don't fall off, but we shall see. Or I might actually put these in Olivia's room on her shelf, because she's got, ever since she's cleaned out her closet, she's got space on her shelf. So that also leaves an empty bin that I have to clean out. And yeah, so that's where we are with that. So that's done.